Crisis long-term care planning is when something comes up that we didn't foresee and it forces us into a medical situation that we weren't necessarily prepared for. So, for instance, like a stroke can happen and then we have to go to the nursing home for a rehab or recovery period. That's a very common thing to come up and create a long-term care crisis type situation. So basically what happens is you've got your Medicare, your basic health care plan through the federal government, and maybe a supplement that helps defray those costs. When you land into long-term care, Medicare is going to say, I'm not paying for that. That's way too expensive. I wasn't asked to do it. I'm not doing it. And so you've got to figure out, first of all, what kind of care you need, whether it's going to be kind of activities of daily living. Can you stay at home in an adult living facility, or are you going to have to go to an adult family home? Or maybe if you need a doctor or a nurse within a 24-hour period and we're looking at a nursing home or a skilled nursing facility, including a memory care unit, those would be kind of where do we start? We got to figure out what kind of care you need. The next thing is, like I said, Medicare is not going to pay for it. So how are we going to pay for that? You can look at VA. There are some limits to what they will provide you, but it is a good backup plan. Private pay is not my favorite option because it's so expensive. It can wipe you out so fast. Sometimes you will have to private pay for a period of time until we get things kind of in the right place. Your long-term care policy would be another way to pay for it, but not everybody has one. Or even if you do have one, sometimes it doesn't always cover everything you need, and a lot of times it runs out. Medicaid is the other option. It is Medicaid, not Medicare. It literally, if Medicare is going to cover this, Medicaid, like these other ones, will come to the rescue of it and help pay for those costs at the adult living facility or in like a memory care unit or a skilled nursing facility, nursing home. So if this is where we land, crisis planning, right here, we actually kind of have to back up a little bit and go through the first stage, which is getting your documents in order, getting your will, your general durable power of attorneys to take care of your finance and your real estate, your healthcare power of attorney to take care of healthcare decisions if you aren't able to. That also includes the living will, the kind of the pull the plug laws like Terry Schiavo in Florida, and HIPAA, so the doctors can talk to your family members. If you just die and we skip all of this, we're right here. But again, the question being crisis long-term care planning, these documents become very, very important. If you aren't able to make your decisions, you're going to want somebody in place who can do that, somebody you trust, usually your spouse or a kid or something like that. If we have time to do some additional planning, can we transfer assets out of the estate? We kind of can do that right here. But it might be something where we come over here and then jump right back over here and then we address this a little bit later. But first, the really big questions right off the bat are what kind of care do you need and how are we going to pay for it? That'll determine a lot of what happens on this side of the board.